meteorologist Mark Molnar as your host for the weather show, Weather Northeastern. Let's get right into some viewer sent in photos here. Derek Rentschler from Lebanon County, Pennsylvania, stretching from April 19th all the way through April 28th here. You can see, as he has said here, spring has sprung across the area. Lots of the springtime blooms are out and about finally here in this part of Pennsylvania. It took it long enough, as this winter seemed like it was never going to end. You can see all the annual flowers are up, as well as even some of the blooming trees across the Lebanon County area. So looking more spring-like across the area. And his last photo here, of course, some flowers, very beautiful reds and all the whites and the yellows, all coming together to produce some nice color across the Lebanon County area. Now, he said the rainfall has been very sparse as of late, and that is causing some brush fires in the area. So hopefully we can get some rainfall here. It looks like the best chance of rain will be on Thursday across the Lebanon County area. Let's take a look at the area just south of portions of my immediate forecast area, taken by myself here at Tioga Hammond Sport Lake. The overlooking the reservoir just above the town of Tioga. This is in, of course, Bradford County, Pennsylvania. So looking very interesting across this part of Pennsylvania, just sandwiched between the areas to the west, which is Wellsboro, and the areas to the south, which is Mansfield. Directly to the north is over the New York-Pennsylvania border into Elmira. This was this past Sunday. We're very cloudy, cool, damp, 46 degrees. But you can see this panoramic shot here does justice here across the reservoir. So looking still very beautiful across the area. And Lucas D. from Linden, Texas here. Take a look at his first photograph here. Very beautiful. Looks like a sunset. Look at all of those colors across Linden, Texas. You've been getting quite a bit of rain lately, a lot of thunderstorms, so it's nice to see some sunshine out and about, and very warm temperatures as well. Take a look at this very beautiful time lapse here. Look at this cumulonimbus cloud here in this corner of the screen. You can see it building up, all these clouds rushing out ahead of it in the low levels, but look at right in the background here, this thing really billowing up, and that's what they do. They're like a steam engine. You got all the energy coming into the base of the cloud and then venting out the top. So very nice capture, Lucas. And his last one is a very beautiful time lapse as well. And as you can see, at some portion in the background here, you can start to see some cumulonimbus clouds also trying to take effect here. So you've had plenty of thunderstorms across the Linden, Texas area, and it looks like you're going to start to get a bit of a break. Let's take a look at those precipitation amounts across the country. Yes, we're going to start to ridge again out west. The old familiar pattern comes back. Even some drier conditions as of the mid to latter portion of the forecast period here, especially across Linden, Texas, Dallas, New Orleans. Finally, some dry weather. Most of the wet weather will be up towards the mid-Atlantic and the northeast. Let's take a look at that pattern. As I said, the ridge developing out west here, riding those lows high up the coast here, keeping most of the precipitation out of the area. But that trough digging, especially towards the weekend here across the east, keeping it unsettled. And that coastal low could take effect, and that's what will give us some rainfall Thursday, Friday, and early Saturday for portions of the mid-Atlantic and skimming portions of the northeast. Let's take a look at those surface maps heading on from the midpoint of your week, Wednesday here. Take a look at this. We're warming things up nicely across the Susquehanna River Valley. Some areas cracking 70 here towards Scranton and Williamsport and Harrisburg, Lancaster area, Pittsburgh even cracking 70, it looks like. The New York State Thruway, upper 60s likely. Even some 60s up to the New York-Canadian border here into New England as well. But that's a fading memory as we start to get low pressure starting to develop off the coast for your Thursday here, keeping the marine layer starting to move in here tough. Throwing moisture back in across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, lower and middle Susquehanna River Valley here. Clouding up across the northeast here. You can see temperatures being held down into the 50s and lower 60s likely. And we'll see some of those rainfall amounts towards Harrisburg, Lancaster area could get upwards of 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch likely, so some beneficial rains out of this. You can see that really keeping the temperatures down in the 50s in many areas. Heading on into your Friday, still dealing with those effects of this coastal low just to the southeast of New Jersey here, and clouds and precipitation continuing across the lower Susquehanna River Valley. Further north across northern New England, southern Ontario and Quebec, sunshine trying to break out across this area, but still kind of cool into the lower to middle 50s, even some upper 40s in northern Maine here into Friday as well. As you can see, this does not move very much. Into your Saturday, we finally start to scour out. We still have some morning clouds, maybe some showers along the coast as this low pressure tries to kick out of the picture here. If we start to build some sunshine in further west, we'll still deal with a cloud deck across the Susquehanna River Valley. So we will have a hard time scouring this out, but probably by 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, Susquehanna River Valley on eastward will start to push the clouds out and this low pressure system out. I'm going to have a 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Scranton's upper Susquehanna region of upstate New York and northeast Pennsylvania. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com. It's Twitter at WX Northeastern and Google Plus at MeteoMark. Here's your 5-day. Look at this, stretching from the midpoint of the week. Looking fairly nice into your Wednesday. Beautiful sunshine, upper 60s, near 70 in many of those valley locations. Look at these overnight lows dipping down into the upper 30s, low 40s. Into your Thursday, clouding up, chance of afternoon showers as well. Binghamton, even a bigger chance of showers towards Scranton, upwards of a 60% chance, maybe up to 1/4 or 1/2 an inch towards Scranton. Lighter amounts further north towards the New York-Pennsylvania border. Look at this Friday, we stretch on into just the start of your weekend here, cloudy, even showery across the area. Saturday, AM clouds, PM sun. Look at this, up towards 60, 65 in many areas. And then look at that, by Sunday, the lower 70s, beautiful sunshine to be had. That's going to do it for this edition of Weather Northeastern.